why don't we get started? And Susan asked that we might take things out of order. Susan, do you want to go ahead?
Oh, you want to do it even before?
What is it you're doing? 1 second, I didn't hear.
I have some, normally I'd wait till it's about the Wakefield 2030 survey, but I want to do that while Ann's here, and I know she can't stay, 7:10, I think you said, Ann, right?
Yeah, thanks.
I mean, it's not a big deal, but it doesn't have to be first. We could do the minutes first if you want, I don't know. But I'll go too. It's not,
If the rest of the board doesn't mind, let's do it.
Okay. All right. Well, you know that the Wakefield 2030 survey or process is underway. It has been underway for quite a while because I tell you about it every time. And some of you were able to be at the last meeting, which was the last focus group, which was nice to see. And the third survey came out and was published, and I believe has closed now. This is my thing, Ann, that I want you to hear. And that is that after the second survey, I noticed on the demographic info that was collected at the front end, that was optional. There was an age group. I didn't notice it the first time around, shame on me, but there was age group classifications, and there was, I think, under 20, and then it was 21 to 30, 31 to 40, 41 to 50, 51 to 60, over 60. So I went to the consultants, I said, wait a minute. Over 60 is not a classification all by itself. If you're going to break down other age groups by decades, what do you think that is? Yeah. So anyway, I wasn't hostile like that. I wasn't hostile at all. I just said, we need to change the way we're thinking about aging and elder and younger. Anyway, so they said, they apologize, or it was an apology, and then we're going to fix that for the third survey. But it wasn't fixed for the third survey. So I raised my hand again, and I copied. I mean, I also, Mr. Jonathan is aware of this too. It is a deal and it's not a deal, but because we're the Council on Aging.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's symbolic of the way people, and I'm just using that term, people think about older people. And I think as, the Council on Aging and the board of the Council on Aging and the town council in this town of Wakefield, and particularly given the survey that we just started, or the process that we're engaged in with that survey with 2030, shame on us. It's a learning curve. So I just wanted to call that out. There's nothing to do at this point, the data is being compiled and all that kind of stuff. But I also, I feel a little sad, I guess, that somehow those of us over 60, and that's who this board represents for the most part, in the town of Wakefield, are sort of lumping everybody over 60 together. So that's my issue, Tom. So I appreciated your letting me put that up there in the front end, because
that's a good point.
Yeah, excellent point.
Am I allowed to talk in the meeting?
Yes.
Yes.
Sure.
Oh, I think, Susan, you made a really excellent point. And I do surveys for a living, and we typically will do 60 to 65, then we do 66 to 60 to 65, then we do 66 to 70, then we do 71 to, then we do 80, and then we usually do 80 and over, 81.
Yeah, as it should be, I think,
Yeah.
And particularly when you're talking about life and quality of life and way of life in a town, and the process that we're doing, we're dealing with all those different age groups, and the needs are different.
Very different, very different.
So,
excellent point.
Yeah.
So, Susan, just for the minute, so the survey was broken out by 60 and over. Is that
it was one big huge category,
one category,
whereas every other adult was classified by decades.
Okay, by decades, yeah. And so, and given my experience and learnings, that's really not acceptable. So,
well, it surprised me, I didn't notice it the first time, and nobody seemed to pick it up. And then the second time when I saw it, it was like, wow, really? Wow, given the nature of this process that we're doing this. And then when it reappeared on the you know, and they apologized. It just kind of got lost in the shuffle. I don't know what he said, but I thought, well, you know, you're making a lot of money from us, you know, come on, come on.
Right.
Yep.
Yep.
Definitely.
Thank you, Susan.
Yeah.
Judy, do you want to talk about the board reorganization?
Well, do you guys, you know, Maureen Howlett was supposed to be here and I don't see her in a waiting room or anything. But there are 4 of you. You certainly could reorganize if you want. You know, the last time we didn't have enough people to take a vote. Are you comfortable, the 4 of you? You could crown each other kings and queens or whatever. I don't know.
I think we might be.
It's up to you guys. I mean,
When you say reorganize, you mean,
well,
do
you
we
know,
have to
Tom,
we're gonna raise our hand and say Tom should be chair again? Is that
yeah,
what-
if that's what you want, that's
Okay.
fine. It's up to you guys. It's your board.
I'll make a motion that Tom remains chair for this year.
Second,
All in favor?
aye.
I,
Thanks, Beth.
Congratulations. You do a good job.
Yeah, you do a nice job, Tom.
Thank
Yep,
you. Thank you.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it. I've got tremendous support.
That's it. Well, you're a good guy there, so.
We
So
want to talk
what
about the
other-
minutes?
What other positions? Just chair?
Flo's favorite job,
oh, yeah.
the minutes.
Sure, I don't mind continuing, but put it out there.
I nominate Flo to continue as recording director.
Recording director.
Recording.
Secretary.
I second that.
Recording. Okay, thank you.
I
So that
second
was
motion.
Susan and motion and Maureen.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
Thank you, Flo.
Thank you, Flo.
thank you,
Well,
Tom.
Yeah, thank you both for serving again.
Okay,
Job.
Did everybody get a chance to look at the minutes from the June 2nd meeting?
Yes.
Did anybody have any corrections, questions?
I do, just a correction or down
Oh,
at the bottom where it talks about the survey, the Wakefield 2030, it says the last survey has been, it was the second survey had been released right at that time, not the last one.
oh, shoot. Now I was thinking of like today, the one that was, what did I say?
I don't have them in front of me because I'm saving paper, but I can bring them.
Yeah,
up.
The
Um,
third program. So that was the second program?
That was the
was it?
second program
Okay.
survey, yeah. The third one
Sure.
was issued, you know, in the beginning of July, the third and final.
So it would have been the second. So
Okay.
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes of the June 2nd, 2021 Council on Aging Board meeting with that edit to the Wakefield Vision 2030 second program.
Is there a
Okay.
second?
Second,
All in favor?
aye.
Aye,
Thank you.
thank you.
Judy, you want to talk about financials?
Okay, the
Correct.
financials, you know, it's a good year for finances. We didn't spend a lot of money. Obviously, the pandemic helps. The town is nice enough every year to vote us this full budget. But we have right now, at the end of June, and this number will fluctuate a little bit, we will be returning about $49,000 to the town at the end of this fiscal year. Obviously, because, you know, we spent less in supplies and purchased services and all that kind of jazz. The only thing that is up a little is payroll. If anyone who follows these printouts that I send, the June was high. And that's because of Karen's retirement. She was paid time owed of sick and vacation time. So
Yeah.
that's why that's a little higher this month. So that's the only reason for the jump in that. So
And her effective date was in June, was it?
in June, yes,
Mhm.
yes.
So did you say, Judy, that they funded you fully though, even though you? gave
Yes,
them back
they've been very nice.
59,000?
The town was
Yeah,
great.
so hopefully this year will be different.
Yep, that will spend a little more. And as a former FinCom person, I don't know if you like hearing that, but Anne was always a great support on the finance committee. I can remember her always being so kind. I mean, most people on there, you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
and support the services. So,
The work it's so important. It's like one of the best assets in our town. So
and we're very frugal over here. So,
Mhm.
you know, we try, but
Judy drives the van, all that stuff, you know?
I'm tiring of that though now.
Oh, you
Gotta
are?
get the driver's back. I was out today and I'm on 128. I'm going, oh, I gotta stop this.
Ugh.
Yeah.
When it was traffic. Ugh.
I know.
We
There
did
must
that,
be a
Ian.
union about that too, against
I know.
that too.
I know it. And we did that, my staff. We tried to keep busy when no one was coming to the center. So
Wow.
our staff drove the vehicles. And so
Wow.
it was fun for a while, but now traffic is back. Don't like it.
No.
No. Heading up 128 today, I said to the
Mm-mm.
woman with me, I'm like, hey, where are these people coming from?
Yeah.
We had the road to ourselves.
I
I
know.
love-
The only good thing about COVID was the traffic.
Oh, definitely.
Hmm.
Definitely. But anyways, but that's it for the financials there. I mean, anybody have any questions? Like I said, it may fluctuate a little bit. You know, in the coming couple of weeks, any stray bills that weren't paid or hadn't come through yet. So that'll change a little, but nothing, you know, huge.
Okay.
Okay.
Anybody, is there a motion to accept the financial report?
I
And
will, oh, go ahead.
I just move we accept the financial report as presented.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Let's move on to Judy's report.
Okay, now we come to all the fun and exciting stuff. Well, as I said, in the financials, Karen has retired, but we are fortunate and we were able to replace her. We've hired new activities coordinator, Lisa Rogalin. She comes from a nursing background. She's actually now working on her master's in public health. She's
Good.
worked in nursing homes and she was a 20-year volunteer at the Woburn Senior Center.
Excellent.
And it's looking, I'm like, oh my goodness, she's got everything. So,
Yeah.
you know, the plus was, I'm like, where did you get the 20 years of service to Woburn? She lives in Wakefield. And her mom was the activities director.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
So like anyone whose family works at a senior center, you drag your kids anytime somebody is needed. When I first went there, I stuck my daughter at the back door and she froze, handing out stuff, saying, you're gonna sit there. This is what you need to do. So her mother brought her up right, and I'm glad to have Lisa with us.
good.
So
Did you start?
she just started this week. And it's
Excellent.
part-time, like I told you guys before, the position was always part-time, about 19 hours a week. Karen ended up full because her and Mary Ann split with veterans, but we've worked it out with Steve and the unions and all is good. Mary Ann's full-time admin and Lisa is the part-time activities coordinator for now. And we still have Beth as the outreach. So
Okay.
we're working.
So what is she, like, is it 20 hours a week?
19 hours.
19.
19 hours a week. Yep.
And how do you spell her last name? Judy?
ROGALIN.
Just the way I
Just how it sounds.
spelled. Great.
So that was the good news of the month. It's all good. We didn't have anything bad. The June last month was a little slow, but things are picking up now. We've opened up more. We have more classes going on. Art class is back. Wood carving is come back. I told you the Zumba Pilates and bar classes back. More exercise classes will be coming back. Bridge and bingo just started this week. They were raring to go. We had the bridge people in Tuesday and they will be in on Thursday. Go ahead, Susan, you have a question?
Well, and just a question of how would someone know this?
We are going to call, I know who you're talking about. This week is like a trial week of how we're doing bingo because we're spreading out people. We don't want people, even though you can go anywhere without a mask if you're vaccinated. We just don't want to throw everybody back the way it used to be. We're being very careful in the numbers. So next week, we will be calling the person I know you're thinking
Well,
of.
no, I wasn't asking for that, actually.
Oh. No, and a lot of them have called us. They spread the word. What we did is we called the people who were always played bingo, for example.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ones who called us back, we called them, told them what was happening. Some said they could come, some said they couldn't. And I think there is some hesitancy on some people's part. Some people want to wait a little longer.
Mhm.
So, and that's fine too.
But how about people that didn't come? I mean, it's not it's just a question.
It's in the newsletter.
It is in
This
the
is
August.
all in the newsletter. Yeah, people are calling us all the time about
great.
this,
Okay.
whether we're open or anything.
Okay.
So, like, for example, everyone's calling about bridge.
Yeah.
I think did I tell you that, oh my gosh, all about bridge all the time. And we were trying to wait, but we said, okay, a month after the June 15th, we'll start the bridge back up here. I called the other senior centers who also offer a bridge and, you know, to see who was offering it. Not a lot of them were. But then one lady called me and she said, oh, Melrose has it. I'm like, oh, they're offering it. Okay, we'll start. We only had 8
Well, they're
people.
not even open in the.
Well,
but
I
anyway,
know. Well,
maybe
this
in
is the
June they
part
have.
she neglected to tell
Yeah.
me. She told
Yeah.
a little fibber. They did have bridge, but it's outside.
Outside, oh, it's
So-
outside, okay.
So when we have bridge, they're spread out. You can't help it. There's 4 people sitting at a table.
Yeah.
They say they're all vaccinated. They are not wearing masks. We made the decision that if you were vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask. But if you're more comfortable wearing one, please wear one. We wear them sometimes and we're all vaccinated. So there are some people who put them on, some people don't. It is what it is, and they're all, you know, ready to whip out their card and show us that they've been vaccinated. So that's a good thing, but I still worry about the closeness, especially of bridge. So
Yeah.
No.
that's just one of the things, you know, I kind of worry a little about. Like the exercise classes, we're not going back to the days of 40 people in the Zumba class or Pilates. That's capped at 20. I think right today, like she might have had 16 or 18 people.
Okay, so those are capped. All right, good.
Yeah, we're just watching it for now. I mean, it's one of those things. I don't want to get too crazy with that.
Yeah.
You know, in like the art class, they spread out as best they can, but the instructor does move from person to person. The same with the wood carver. But so we're trying,
Yeah.
you know, we're doing the best. Hand sanitizer is there. We sanitize the rooms using the Lysol and that spray gun thing that we have. We do that to the handles and the rooms. So we're trying. We're trying to keep everything, you know, in check and everybody safe because we don't want any problems. We're thinking probably by September, we'll have more people back in program. And I think that'll be, I'd rather go slow, a little at a time, have people yell at us because they can't come. I don't care.
Yeah.
We can wait.
No,
That's
no, you
fine
wanna
with
be
me.
safe, yeah, you want to be
Yeah,
safe.
that's fine with me. So, I know, because I said June was very quiet. We do have next week something coming up. We're having our ice cream, our usual ice cream social of making ice cream sundaes. We're not going to do. We're going to do it cheap this year, and we're going to buy the already like fudgicles, eclairs, nutty buddies, and all those. And we're having that next Tuesday, the 20th, at the senior center. That'll be like half inside, half outside. But the special treat of the day is we get to meet Sammy, the comfort dog from the police department. Officer Kelly Tobine will be bringing Sammy over so we can all meet the new dog. So I was talking to the chief and I said, can we borrow the dog?
Yeah.
So, you know, he checked with Kelly and she was more than happy to bring it over. So we're making that part of our, one of our age-friendly thing. That's open to anybody.
What time
Anybody
is
who
it?
wants to come, whether it's a kid. So there goes that age group, Susan. You know, kids, there's kids who hang out in the backyard. I said, well, if you come with an adult next week, there'll be a little dog here and we'll have ice cream for you. So, you know,
What time?
have
Judy, is
that.
that?
We're looking forward to it, to doing that. So we're hoping that will be fun.
What time
and
is that gonna happen?
That is at 12:30 on the 20th.
On the 20th? Thank you, okay.
So, and also, speaking of age-friendly, I have a surprise for you guys, especially you guys who've been on it the longest. Guess what we received today?
What?
I turned in a couple of weeks ago,
Oh,
our Wakefield age-friendly action plan.
Wow.
Excellent.
All 23 pages with words and
With
pictures
pictures.
that I put together. And look what I got. We made it.
Wow.
Nice. Oh, you got the
Congratulations.
certificate.
I got the certificate today from
Excellent.
AARP in Washington, DC, saying, thank you, Wakefield, for committing to this. I don't know, do you remember Age Friendly Ann, or do you know anything about, oh, it is the best betterment program of all.
Mm,
We got the age thing right in the survey.
yeah.
We broke it down. The only
Good.
criticism we got on our survey was one lady wrote us, because we weren't looking for young children,
Yeah.
but I think we started at 21 or something,
Mhm.
and that upset something. But
Really.
we didn't lump, 40 plus years of age into one
Yeah.
group. We had it broken down. So for all our efforts, thank you to all you guys. I was thrilled to get that thing off my desk. I mean, that was
I
a
bet
lot
you
of
were.
work. I mean, we did surveys, Ann, about, age friendly breaks down a community into domains, transportation, housing, civic responsibility, volunteer, working. I will send you all the draft that
Oh, good.
they passed, not the draft, the final plan.
Oh, I'd love to
Yep.
see that.
Yep. I will
Yeah.
send that off to you. And it's just what we have planned to do over the next 3 years to make Wakefield better. A lot of it
Great.
we were doing, we all do things anyways. But, once you put it in a plan and they put a
Yeah.
stamp on it and say, you're really working hard at this,
Yeah.
trying to make Wakefield, an ageless community that,
That's great.
and that's what we've been working on as a board here. So we're very proud of these guys here who worked on it with us and previous members. Heather Hansen, who was one of the members when we were on it, and Judy Camelia, and plus the town people who helped. I mean, Steve was behind us from the beginning. Kara Showers, Dan McGrath, Paul Revis, who's no longer employed with us, but Paul was a great help because it does look at housing, and we have a lot of good plans. I think it's going to be the bestest betterment program we have.
Excellent. Excellent. That's very exciting though, to have it done, to have the document together.
Oh, definitely. Well, we were close before the pandemic, because I would say to these guys every month, then the pandemic hit and things kind of closed down and got died. And then I was telling AARP sent out this little Christmas letter that says, your report isn't in, blah, blah. So I wrote back to them, well, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you too. I said, who writes a letter like this during the holiday? So I think they realized it was a little harsh. And then, so we worked on it and we did it. And so thank you guys for all helping, and everybody, most importantly, the community. There were over, 400, it's not a lot, but to get 400 people to respond to a survey.
That's great.
That was a lot. We had a lot
That
of
is.
people who took the time. So, and we appreciate it. And we appreciate, there were even, some kids who helped us a little bit with things, and Catherine's group, I forget what they're called, because I think
Oh,
there's 2 youth
Youth Council? Oh, that's great.
Yep. So we're hoping to incorporate them more into the programming as we go forward. So
Oh,
but that's
congratulations.
Well, congratulations to you
Yeah.
too, Judy, for
that's the big news.
keeping your thumb in there. And
I know. Nice work, Judy.
Terrific,
No, I
Judy.
know, but you
Terrific.
guys all helped too. So it was an effort. It was me just getting it.
well, you had the responsibility.
to
The buck
paper.
stops with you, so yeah.
So,
Amen.
well,
Putting it all together and submitting it, nice.
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the thing I thought about, because a lot of people have colleges or a school of nursing do it. And I'm like, no, I'm just going to do it. So,
Yeah.
Wow.
so,
That's a big undertaking.
yeah, it was. Well, it was the pandemic. I thought I'd have nothing to do, but then it was just, but these guys were all very helpful. I mean, like they've been. This is a great board here. They all step up anytime, I ask. Tom and Flo step up. Susan helps out. Maureen is also the director. I don't know if you know, at the Wakefield Housing Authority.
Mhm.
So she wears 2 hats. So she's a great resource. We have Maureen Howard, who's another member who's excellent too. And Liz, who's at the food pantry. So we have a good group of people here. who wanna
Judy,
help.
can you get somebody from the item to write a nice, sexy story about that?
There you go. Well, we could, I don't know how sexy you can make it, but we'll
Well,
try.
I mean, just,
Yeah,
that
Yes.
I
Well,
would think they'd love that. Somebody would love to do that.
I
Absolutely.
know.
would. Well,
You're right.
I was possibly thinking of asking AARP if they could come out here and do it, maybe a town council meeting and say, because a lot of people, say they're going to do age friendly. Right now, I think there's 75 communities who've committed to it.
Yeah.
I see.
So I don't know how many have submitted their plan and got it approved.
Mhm, mhm.
So that's one of the things, and some do it regionally, so it makes it a little easier, but,
Do you know Kara Cohen? She's a Wakefield resident, but she works, I think she does community relations for AARP.
Oh,
really?
She lives in Wakefield.
Oh, okay, I don't know her. I'm thinking Kara Showers. She doesn't, so she works for AARP.
For the Massachusetts,
Yeah.
for the Massachusetts branch.
Okay, because I've been working with Antron Watson is who I've been working with.
he's in Boston? Is he in the Boston office?
Yes, that's who you submit things through. The regional office, you send it through them. But, I thought maybe if they could come out and,
Mhm.
on a slow night, Ian, I know you guys don't want any add to the length of some of
No,
the
I think it would be
meetings,
great. I think it's great.
but, those are the things that we are kind of busy doing, trying to,
Yeah.
take care of the seniors and make it welcoming to all, like we say,
Yeah.
want to make everybody welcome.
At the very least, I would think AARP would do like a press release for the town, like colleges do when people make the dean's list kind of thing.
Yes, I think they
So-
probably do. I was just
Okay.
so excited when I got the email this
Yeah.
afternoon. I was like, yeah, I forget this is filmed. But I mean, I was just so thrilled, like, oh,
Yeah.
God, that's done.
Finally. It's like
I
it
know.
was like the term paper.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was. It just kept going, but anyways, but like I said,
Nice.
it was a
Great.
group effort and it was, a great job and a lot of contributions from everybody all around, like I said,
Mhm.
residents as well as the members of the board, so.
So
thank
we put
everybody.
that in the next newsletter too, the next senior
Yeah, we
newsletter?
could print the whole thing if they're looking to
Well,
fall asleep
So
to.
just that we got the certification and,
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, we're
We
on
can
our
have a
way.
big thing. We're planning on having in September, if, numbers continue to drop the way they are, a kind of, welcome back type
Oh,
of
good.
event.
Oh,
So
good, good.
it'll be more like, welcome back or
Yeah,
come back to the new normal or whatever, or if you've never been, come on over.
that's a great idea.
Kind of do some things like
Hey,
that.
Yeah.
Judy, I have a
Yeah.
question. Why don't you put that, is that on the website?
Yeah.
Maybe it
It-
is. The plan is on the website?
Not yet, but I'm
Yeah.
going to have Jen McDonald.
Yeah.
She can add that to
Good.
what our
Yeah.
plans are. So maybe anybody who sees something they could contribute to on there could
Mhm.
certainly call us up because it does look for volunteers in the community to help with a lot of what we need to work on. So we're excited. We're
Yeah.
Great.
thrilled.
Excellent.
Yep, so
Judy,
good
I
job,
think I
kids.
think you said that AARP referred to a 3-year plan.
Yeah, we are good till, this certification is valid until July 9th, 2024.
But
So
are-
who's
are
ever
there-
still here in
things-
2024.
Are there things in there that we need to be doing,
Yes,
you know?
what I was going to suggest, probably at a future meeting,
Okay,
maybe like, how it has the domains of transportation, housing,
Yeah.
or space. Maybe we could break a couple of people,
Yeah,
could oversee one of the domains.
Each
and a
domain, yeah.
volunteer project for each of it.
okay,
So I'm
Mhm.
thinking that's something we could do.
sure.
Mhm.
So.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would count me in. I'll do something if you want.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
But I
Yeah.
will, after this meeting, because I can't do it now, I'm not a good screen share person. I don't know how to do it. I'd mess it all up. I will email everybody the plan. And a
Great.
little certificate, so you can post it for a job well done, you guys.
Terrific.
So,
We'll put it on our resume.
there you go. Well, people want them. You would be surprised how many other senior centers call Council on Aging. saw
Really?
that we were doing it. And then they want your report. Now, that's fine. I'll share, but I'll share
Really?
after. I'm not giving,
No.
I did it myself, but
Yeah.
not, I'll help you. I'll give you ideas. I'll tell you, like
Yeah.
people called, what did you do? I said, we had surveys, we had community listening sessions. They weren't obviously as big as the 2030 thing, but we
Right.
still had them and people
Mhm.
came and we listened.
Mhm.
But, they can look at it now because I think AARP posts it at some point, everybody's plan
Okay.
on there, and you'll see some are extremely fancy. I mean, you go, oh my gosh, I don't even know.
Salem, well, you talked to us about Salem's once upon a time, the
Salem,
Salem.
oh, theirs was lovely.
It's
And,
like
but
a book, yeah.
I must say, one of the things of theirs, and if you don't know, they still do a great communications page, and they broke it down. Because when we all go on Facebook and someone says, well, how do I catch the bus? Or what do I do? They ask all these questions. And theirs was broken down perfectly. It had just picked 6 of them, like transportation, had everything you needed to know about transportation in Salem, from the T to their services, to getting to Logan, to taxis, all right there. Very
Yeah.
simple, under one word, transportation. Same for housing, realtors, plans that were going on, new construction, all this. I'm like, this would be awesome.
Yeah.
So we got gift money. I asked someone, because we were going to do a website like that. This all happened just before the pandemic. And I spoke to Jen McDonald, asked if she could help, but she said, someone else would need to help with this part of building it. We got the money, the pandemic hit,
Oh, yeah.
but we're still working on it because we still have the money. The only problem is, if you look at the Salem Age Friendly website, I was trying to show Lisa, the new employee, they changed it. Now they got a bunch of jumbled stuff. It's not as direct, it's not as simple. It took away the housing, the transportation.
Wow.
Unless they were just playing with it, it had too much going on. So maybe we can buy from them the simple version. Maybe it's on sale since they got rid of it. I don't know, but
Marked
That
out.
was nice.
so,
Yeah.
but
That's
it's something.
great. That would be really helpful. Simplicity is key.
That's why I love this. When I happen to see it, I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's all you need. Because we all see it, people on Facebook, or even calling sometimes places, they don't know exactly where.
Yep.
So, but that's our hope.
I have a services question, and maybe come up. When people come to the senior center, call and say, I lost my vaccination card, what do you have an answer yet for
We
them?
send them to the Board of Health.
The Board of Health, okay, that's what I
Yes,
thought.
because
but
I
just
think they
wanted
can
to-
somehow recreate them. We
If
have
they were
got this-
vaccinated at the public health,
Yes,
okay.
because I think the state must have a registry of all of it, but
It must.
we've probably had 2 or 3 phone calls and we've referred them
No
to.
kidding.
Yeah, I think they're gonna become more common as people misplace their cards and need them and
Yeah.
get out, start to get out more. And they
Yeah.
can't find their card, so just, curious how that was going. So I don't know how, if they weren't vaccinated at the, in Wakefield, how people, I'm just, that's a general.
Right, they
question,
can get
but-
them through their doctor's office if they got it there, because we have some people who told us how they got one through Leahy and different.
Yeah,
things.
Leahy,
So
yeah.
everybody, wherever they got it, CBS, the same thing. You could
Send them
ask
back to the
them.
source. You send them to
Yes.
the source, yeah.
'Cause
Okay,
they're-
thank you. Yep.
Yeah, they're still able to access that information. We can't. When we were helping book people,
Yeah,
we lost all that, like when Tom and Flo were helping us book people. We can't use that. I tried that link. I said, is that thing still there? It's
doesn't
gone.
work
So,
anymore, yeah.
But, so that's about all I have. That's it.
Judy, does it seem like the lunch program is dead
I think so, for now.
for now?
I think so. What I'm thinking of doing possibly is a boxed lunch 1 day a week. No one is asking for the meal program. We'll go back to doing, when we can, when it's safe for everybody, the Eat Local program, and
Yeah.
have like the early harvest and the Zuzus do
Yeah.
a lunch once a month for us.
Yeah.
Because that was well attended. And that's another thing, lunches, the lunch program, like Tom is a volunteer in the lunch program. He remembers the days when we had 25 and 30 people for lunch.
Wow.
Just before the pandemic, probably at least 6 months, 9 months before, 10 was a high point, 1, some
Oh.
days, nobody.
Wow.
Right.
So, and it's happening everywhere
Yeah.
that has a separate congregate meal site. Stoneham stopped doing the meals. And so we were going to go down to just 2 days a week, you know, days where we thought we maybe could grab some people at the bingo or the bridge crowd, but even they weren't coming. So it's something that I think Mystic Valley, who runs that program, is looking at, seeing if ways to redo it. But for now, I'd say it's, you know, taking a little rest. I mean, it may come back, but I think as Tom knows, we're out of the way. We don't get foot traffic. We're kind of, if we were the Civic Center or the library, we'd have, I think, quite a vibrant lunch program. But you know what I mean? We're kind of out of the way because we've told some people who we think could use a meal at lunchtime to come see us, but it's like,
Yeah.
Mariah, over where? So
Is
Interesting.
there any chance Mystic Valley is going to have a barbecue this summer?
they are having one. We are going to have a drive-through cookout. But what we're trying to do there, I'm gonna call you guys on that. August 18th, it is supposed to be. But if it's a nice day, we're hoping to gather at Moulton Playground,
Nice.
which is the field right near there. And when I was talking to Dan McGrath about doing some age-friendly things, he also said there are kids who use that park as part of the program. And making it age-friendly, I was going to see if we could maybe invite them as well.
That'd be great.
Awesome.
So,
That'd be awesome.
Nice.
so
Yeah.
that's in the works right now.
Okay.
So if it rains, oh, well, I don't know what happens then.
Well, do you think the West Side Social Club would let you use their building? It's right there.
They have in the past, as you guys know,
Yeah.
for Christmas parties, they helped us out. You know, that is a possibility. I mean, we could use our place.
Sure.
It's one of those things.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll keep you guys posted
All right.
on that. So,
Okay,
Mhm.
sounds great.
Yep.
Is that it, Judy?
That's it. That's it.
Anybody have anything else for Judy? No? Do I hear a motion to accept Judy's report?
I move to accept.
Second?
Second,
All in favor?
I,
All
I
right, the report is accepted. Does anybody have any new business? None? Shall we adjourn?
we would have made it anyway, so, but thank you for letting me jump the line.
That's all right. And thank you for coming. It was nice having
Thank
you
you.
here at the
And
meeting.
at the next town council meeting, under announcements, I'll announce is it certification from AARP?
Yes, I'll send you also the little certificate. so-
Yeah.
Okay,
And anything you want me to say, how you want me to word it, but
Okay.
I'll do that as an announcement too, so.
no problem. Thank you.
Judy, any idea when we're going to be able to meet in person?
Well, you know, Anne might have, I'm hoping soon. I know they're trying to fit the conference rooms at the town hall so we can be there, but this can also happen. Thrill us because we'd like to, it's sometimes better in person. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're aiming to do that have that happen by September. So they have it set up so that there can still be people on Zoom and then people in the conference room.
Okay,
That'd be great.
that would be good. Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's ended up working out so well, and it's a shame to lose that engagement too for people being able to come remote or be in person. So,
Right,
Absolutely,
Right.
absolutely.
all
right.
right, well, I got to run, but thank
Okay.
you so
Thank
much.
you,
It was
Ann.
great,
Bye.
great
Thanks for
seeing you
coming.
all.
Thank you for
Yeah,
Bye.
thank you.
Bye-bye.
I'm a big fan of in-person meetings when we can.
Oh, me too.
I think there's so much that gets added to the meeting when you can look at one person and you can just chat or whatever. I just think it's
Yeah, I'm not a fan of this. I'm over it.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
House It's already, we met in person last month.
Oh, good.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I mean, and we're not, it's within the law. You can meet in person. It's
Yeah.
just that, the public is used to having this remote option all the time, and that's hard to take away. We had
Right.
10 tenants show up to the meeting, which was great, which never happens for us, but
Yeah.
we're going back to remote this month. But we're also interested in trying to figure out how to do it both ways, you know?
Yeah.
But we really liked meeting in person again. It was nice to see everybody, and like I said, 10 tenants came, you know, which was great. So
So 10 tenants live, not remotely.
not remotely, in person. We met
See,
in
look at that.
person. Yeah, we met
See,
up
look
at
at-
50 Hearts Hill.
Yeah.
So, but, and you're
Nice.
right, Judy, it's hard. Like I think about, you know, bringing a laptop and doing the meeting, trying to do it both ways, but you can't really do it all and run the meeting and, you know,
No.
it's a lot.
Yeah.
So
No.
did they come because they had something on their mind, or did they come because they wanted to get together, or, I mean,
I
do you,
just think, yeah, I think it was, sorry, Susan, I think it was just because we hadn't had a meeting up at that building. We've been thinking about trying to travel a little bit, you know,
yeah,
several
yeah,
several different
yeah,
sites. So
yeah,
they just had never been before, and, you know,
excellent,
we're right
yeah.
in that building, so we hope to be able to figure something out that we can continue to do that. you
And
know?
what time of day did you do that?
We meet at 4 o'clock usually.
So late afternoon, yeah, good,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, but we were excited to see each other.
I bet.
Well, maybe
Yeah.
come September, we can meet. I mean, I think that'd be a great idea. And I'm not sure, would anybody object if we don't meet in August? I might have some conflicts with,
Nope.
you know, if something
Oh,
wild comes up, we can always meet.
Yeah,
But,
I think we're good.
Yeah, I think we're good, Judy.
Okay, okay, good then. So it'll be probably, I don't know, maybe the week after Labor Day or whatever.
Yeah.
We could meet. Hopefully then we can meet live if the lawn.
That'd be great.
Judy, could you send out, I say I forgot her name already, Lisa, is that her name, Lisa?
Yep,
Yeah.
Could you
Lisa.
send out her email so if we
it's the
want? we-
same as all of us. It's on the website actually now. It
Oh,
should be.
okay.
It's L Rogalin, ROGALIN
Okay,
at wakefield.ma.us.
okay, just a little welcome kind of thing or whatever, you know.
Aren't you good, Susan?
Now she's making us all feel
Tell
bad.
No,
Gotta go,
you're
let's
gonna-
send one.
Everybody's gonna do it, I know they are, just, look forward to meeting you, blah, blah, blah. Don't let Judy scare you, you know.
They already took her on a ride with me on the bus. I said, yeah, we're gonna go on a field trip. Well, just to meet some people where there were
Yeah.
people in the building who she might not meet yet, so.
That'd be a great idea.
Going out tomorrow too. We're very, we try everything over there.
Why not?
Oh,
Can you stay on for just a minute? I just want to tell you about something about the person you think I was asking about before.
Well, these are always recorded. Why don't you call me?
Oh, okay.
Okay?
No, it's not a secret, it's just a little health.
No, I know it, but these
Yeah,
stay
yeah,
recorded.
Okay,
That's
okay,
the thing,
I will.
just in
we
case.
have
Not
any
that you're
other
saying
business?
anything.
If we have no other business, do I hear a motion to adjourn?
So
Motion
moved.
to adjourn, yeah,
Is there a second? All in
Second.
favor?
aye.
We
Aye.
are adjourned.